First is a short quote by Dean Acheson. Always remember that change will come one day at a time. A change can be defined as to become different, altered or modified, transformed or converted. You can get change for your money. You could change the color of your hair, the friends that you hang out with. Seasons change, times change. You all have and you will change. There are many ways things in your life will change. Growing up is a change, our feelings will change, our futures change every second as factors are added and subtracted. The entire world revolves around change. This first poem is by Edward Allen called Changes. A change in time, a change in place. A change of jobs, a change of pace. Change your style or change your friends. Change your path and change the end. A chance for a 20, change for a 10. Change for the bus, change please, friend. A change of homes, a change of kin. A change of friends, you never win. A change of schools, begin again. A change of age, a change of space. A change of morals, a change of rules. A change of sails blowing you into the unknown. So there are stages of change. You can be specific about them with long names and tongue twisters. Or you can just simply put it as there's no change, endings, and new beginnings. Those are all the stages. No change would be when you have a routine and things don't change, such as your attitude or your results. Routines are always a natural thing for humans to follow, as they are comforting, but in the end, you always feel unsatisfied with how your routine is going and what you're getting out of it. Endings can create a change when you take something away. Breaking up is a change. Your future plans go elsewhere. Graduating high school is a huge change. Every year you enroll, you buy supplies, you buy new clothes, you go to the same school, the same 7 classes every day for 2 semesters. But when you graduate, all of a sudden you're done. You don't go back to school. Go to college, you move away, just move on. This brings us to new beginnings. Either while you're in college, you can be successful and start a new life, or you can stay out every night and start a hard life. New beginnings happen when you do something new. You start going to college and meeting new people. A new job can bring many new opportunities, even ones you aren't looking for. While you grow up, you may start a family after college and create a whole new set of beginnings. Either way, new beginnings are always going to come along. New beginnings will also bring new feelings. Feelings always change. When you're a child, you could love meat, but grow up and decide to be a vegetarian because of how you feel about animals. When I was younger, I always wanted to be a clown for a career, so I could make people laugh. Though now, I want to be a teacher or a nurse, and that's not quite a clown, but it's me. We are made to have so many feelings about so many things, it's only natural that we would decide to change our minds. The second poem is by Kranthi Pofini. It says, "Many says, I want change. I want change in my time, I want change in my life. I want change badly, I want change," we say. They pray for a change, they wish for a change, they look for a change, but they will not change. They just wait for change. It never happens to them, it will never ever happen. By mere prayer or wish, it must start from inside, with tons of determination. Change is not so easy. It takes a lot of time, so it needs determination, the will to make the change, the will to see change. The only things that will change, the only time will change, and only life will change. So go and get change to see the bliss of change. Everyone tries to change themselves when they grow up, whether it's just trying to be like everyone else and fit in, or trying to make themselves different. You're going to go through a lot of changes. Growing up is the biggest change that comes to my mind. We grow taller and our faces look different. Growing up is a crazy thing. When you stop and think about it, it kind of gets to you. I have a million questions that can start with, do you remember? And have you ever looked at the class pictures from elementary school? Everybody looks different. Everybody grew up. What did you want to be when you were young? Like I mentioned earlier, I wanted to be a clown. I loved making people laugh. Now, when I stand in front of people, I turn bright red. I also wanted to sing opera. I can't stand even listening to opera, but I wanted to sing it. While these things are clearly possible in every single way, I still grew up and thought about what I really want to do and how I really want to do it. If I decided to be a nurse, I would want to deliver babies. If I decided to teach, I would go to an elementary level. I loved being in elementary school, and it was a big part of growing up for me. Everyone was friends, and girls were invited to play kickball in the field. We also ended up chasing the boys, but there was nothing complicated about that. They had cooties, and that was all there is to it. I've heard countless times while growing up, I wish guys still had cooties, just because we learned how complicated things are while we grew up. What were we thinking? Think about a moment with your parents. You're young and talking to them, maybe. What do you think they were thinking about? If you said something ridiculous and they replied nonchalantly. And what would you reply to the crazy questions you asked? How do you think they were before you were born? I'm sure we've all heard stories, but nothing beats really knowing. Now think about your future. How did you spend your senior year? What are you going to do after graduation? Someday we're going to have families of our own to tell these things to. We're going to tell our kids all the changes we went through and what brought us to where we will be someday. Time is a tricky thing